What's up, y'all? Got the Louisiana Derby coming up today. It's a win and you're in for the Derby. We're heading downhill now. A bunch of win and you're ins. Next week we got Jeff Ruby Stakes, Florida Derby, UAE Derby coming up. But we got this Louisiana Derby here, 100-point race. They've moved it up now. They moved it up to 1.316 distance now, so it's the same as the Preakness, making it pretty interesting as a Derby prep. I don't think that idea is really caught on yet. I think maybe in the future it may attract some more horses, but we got a few in here. We'll take a look at what we got. Interesting thing is there's three horses that face each other in other preps, and they're back at it again. So at any rate, this is for $1 million, Louisiana Derby. Number one, Starring in My Dreams, 20-1, Luis Saez riding this one. He was ninth in the Risen Star. He started out with a couple of wins, mile and 16th in the slop, not that great a time. But he's out here again, ran in the Risen Star, lost by 27 lengths in that one, ninth place. So he didn't have anything. He's going to have to run a much better race this time around. I think he's capable of doing that. He's out of a super saver, but we'll see what he's going to bring to this one. Luis Saez riding him, but he's going to have his work cut out for him for sure, I think. Decent workouts on him, though. Minute breezing, 48. A lot of these horses have good workouts. They just don't seem to want to run fast on the track. It's the jockey's fault. Anyway, number two, Right and Just. This is an awesome again horse. Decent breeding out of this one. He's also at a 21 in the morning odds. CJ Hernandez riding him. He was sixth in the Risen Star. They said not much to write home about on that one. Won in a mile and 16th a couple of times. 145, not that great at times. Good workouts once again on this one. 59 breezing. He's got a 1 minute breezing. This one probably will be out front, even though he doesn't really run that fast. He's gone out front 48 second, half mile. But at any rate, they got CJ Hernandez on him now. I don't really know how much of an effect that's going to have on him. But he's going to have to do a lot better than he did in that Risen Star Stakes, I think, to hit the board in this one. Number three is Run Classic out of Run Happy, a super saver horse as well. BJ Hernandez riding this one. They got him at 12-1. He's run a couple of races, ran second in 6 furlongs. Got a win in a mile and 16th in the last one. BJ Hernandez aboard. Okay winning looking race, but it was a maiden race. He's running in a stakes race this time. A graded stakes race, Kentucky Derby qualifier. So he's got his work cut out for him for sure. I don't know if Run Classic is going to be ready for this one. Good workouts though. Once again, 59 second breezing on him too. Number four, Proxy. This one is interesting horse out of Tapit. Johnny Velasquez riding him. Now Johnny Velasquez rode him the last race in the Risen Star. Ran second in that one. The horse ran second in the LeCompte Stakes as well. I think Mitchell Murrow was riding him in that one, yeah. Interesting thing about this one, runs second in that LeCompte, runs second in the Risen Star. Johnny Velasquez on him for the second time, more familiar with the horse this time. I think you definitely got to watch out for this one. They got him at 7-2. Those odds are probably going to go down, I think. I think these morning odds are kind of screwed up, but we'll see what happens. Probably going to ride near the front. Doesn't really take the lead, but when he does, it's at 49 seconds. They don't really run. This is the one thing. This horse has never really been in a real race. He's never been in a race. The opening half has been faster than 48 seconds, so it may get there today. Likely not, though. They're probably going to walk around the track again like they did in these other races. Number five, we got Hot Rod Charlie. This one's an interesting choice here. Ran out in Santa Anita in the Robert B. Lewis. Ran third there, but it was only half a length off the leader. What was that one? Median Spirit? Medina Spirit. I think that was his name. Anyway, ran an impressive race out there in the Robert B. Lewis. That was a hotly contested race, 46-second opening half. He ran a decent race, came from off the pace. It was a battle at the end. He ended up getting, who was that, Roman, I think Roman Constitution, something like that. Anyway, that horse was in there too, but Hot Rod Charlie ended up running third. Still an impressive race, though. Before that, he ran the Breeders' Cup Classic behind Essential Quality, a horse that a lot of people think they win the Kentucky Derby. So I still think Hot Rod Charlie's got a lot to prove here. He's got Rosario aboard him again. They got him at 3-1, so you're definitely going to watch him. Now the favorite, Mandaloon, they got him at 8-5. I think that's low. Florent Geroux, who in the Rebel, he just choked out the horse. I really thought that was terrible ride he gave that horse in the Rebel last week. But Mandaloon is an Into Mischief horse, half brother to Authentic. His grandfather on the other side is Empire Maker. So decent breeding out of this horse. He looked good in the Risen Star, even though they walked around the track on that one. And in the LeCompte, they walked around the track too. He didn't have anything for that one. He lost that one to the number 7 Midnight Bourbon. So they got him at 8-5. I don't really know why he's 8-5. He ran 2 tight races against Proxy and against Midnight Bourbon. It's very likely to be tight races with those horses again. But they got him at 8-5 anyway. Decent workouts on him. 2 1-minute cruising workouts. On to the 7 Midnight Bourbon, as I was saying. That's a Tis Now horse. Got Malibu Moon on the other side. So decent breeding with this one too. Joe Talamo's riding him. Now he choked him out. Rode slow in the LeCompte. Had enough juice to get the win. Did the same thing in the Risen Star, but in the Risen Star he wasn't able to hang on for the win. Got passed up by Mandaloon. Mandaloon went on for that win there. I don't know how much he's going to hold him back in this one. I don't know if he's going to get the lead because the 2's probably going to take the lead. Right and Just. But he's going to have to go. I think any of these horses, if they're going to win, they're going to have to go. I don't think they need to ride that slow. It's a mile and 3/16. They're not riding a two-mile marathon here. It bothers me when they do that. At any rate, we got the number 8 Obesos, Orb horse, who's a Malibu Moon horse as well. They got Marcelino Pedroza riding him. Don't really think that's going to have too much of an effect on him. He rode in the Risen Star as well. 4th in that race behind these 3 stars. But I just think that in that race, if you didn't do anything against the horse in there, that you're probably not going to be able to do much this time. Maybe the pace will be so slow that the other horses will just be so choked out and not know what to do at the end of the race. He might be able to get in there or something. Not sure about that, but decent breeding. Speaking of breeding, though, the 2 I didn't really mention is Right and Just. I really like the breeding on this. He's an awesome again horse. Got Tis Now on the other side. Good workout times. Don't know about the jockey on this one. Gonna probably run out front, not run correctly, but I want to keep an eye on that Right and Just horse because I think he may do something down the future. We'll see. But at any rate, as I said, I think he's probably going to get the lead. Probably going to go 48, maybe 49 seconds. I mean, hopefully it's not 49, but they're probably not going to run as fast as they should. They need to do 47 or less, being the quality and the stakes that are on the line here, but they're not probably going to do that. You're probably going to have Proxy in there. Midnight Barber's probably going to be close in there second. He might go ahead and take the lead. Everybody else is going to be behind, and I think that's really going to play to favor of Hot Rod Charlie. I think Hot Rod Charlie's going to come off that pace, not used to going this slow, so when he makes a run at it, as long as Rosario doesn't hold him back, I think he's going to get the jump on him. Now, I think Proxy, Velasquez is probably going to be thinking the same thing. He's a little more familiar with the horse, more familiar with the track, so he's probably going to try to go a little bit earlier as well. I think Hot Rod Charlie's a little bit better horse for some reason. Maybe these other horses are faster if they would actually run for a change. But I think Hot Rod Charlie's probably going to get the jump on him. So I'm going to go with Hot Rod Charlie for the win there. Going with Johnny Velasquez and Proxy to run second. And third, I'll go with Florent Geroux on Mandaloon. I think he'll move him. He knows the track. He's winning like over 25% there. But in these big races, I just can't trust him. He's done stuff like that too much. And then after last week, I think he really ruined the horse for that race. So I'm going with him to run in third. I think Midnight Bourbon's probably gonna fall off. I don't think he's gonna hit the board in this one. I like the 3, BJ Hernandez. I think he's gonna run. The horse is okay. Probably get him in there for fourth. Midnight Bourbon, I think, will probably be too close to a pace, not take over the race, hold him back too much, and the horse just won't have anything to go when it's time to go. I think he'll probably get caught off guard when the 5 and the 4 move by him. So that's what I'm going with there. These are in no means, I think, the top quality horses, 3-year-olds running coming up to the run for the Derby, but somebody may impress us here. I think this is the mile and 3/16. We'll see somebody might come out and have a good race and put their name in the conversation for the Derby. But we got a lot of prep races to go, and I think the real race to the road to the Derby is just beginning.